Hi everybody, and welcome back to Sketch to See. Today we have the privilege of once again filming at the HH factory in Xiamen, China. Here we are on site with our project, and a special treat today, we actually have an interview with Seth Hynes, the president of HH. More on that to come, so stay tuned for a great episode. Hi everybody, welcome back to Sketch to See. I've got a very unique opportunity today. I'm here with Seth Hynes.
Hey Sean.
Seth, do you want to tell me a little bit about yourself?
Sure, my name is Seth. I'm the president of HH Catamarans. I joined the company a little over a year ago. I've done quite a bit of cruising and sailing and racing myself. I've always been a fan of this genre of boat and the work that Morelli and Melvin have done in the past, and pretty excited to be here with you as well.
So define this genre of boat. What do you mean by that?
Well, Morelli and Melvin really created the performance catamaran as we know of it today, and that's kind of become a whole subcategory of the cruising market. You can buy what I call condomorans, and it's not an insult. It's you can buy boats that are condos on the water.
Never heard that phrase before,
but I
like it.
No, that's what they are. They're condos on the water, and they have a mast and they can sail, but they're not true sailing performance, but we call these performance cruisers because that's what they are. You can go out and really truly sail these boats and then get that thrill of the wind in your hair and the thrill of sailing that you would normally get on a monohull, but have a little bit of the best of both worlds.
Yeah, fair enough. I did a video a while ago about that sailing triangle of efficiency. You have speed, right. You have comfort, and then expense.
Right.
You can get everything. It's called value.
Right.
Again, one of the reasons why we ended up going with HH in the long run is because I think this is everything that we wanted, at least.
Yeah, and that's what HH and others try to do. We try to give you. We build the hull to be an efficient shape through the water, and in a properly sized rig and sail plan to be a true performance boat. But then with that space left, how luxurious can you make it? And as you've seen with the woodworking and the ceiling heights and the spaciousness and the design, those are ways you can then add the luxury. And so you can get the best of both worlds, but it does cost you money.
Fair.
Yes.
I'll give you that one. But the same construction techniques that you would make to make a boat light, everything is carbon foam sandwich in here.
Right.
All of the veneers are foam sandwich as well. You guys have done absolutely everything to make this boat the epitome of what HH likes to say. What is that? Luxury, performance?
Yep, carbon construction.
Carbon construction. Yeah,
yep.
that's the third one off your tagline.
Yes. Yeah, and that does describe what HH does. And this is a perfect example of that, and just a little bigger than what we've done before. As we were saying, you and I were talking earlier, we built the HH 66 was our first boat, and that's always been our biggest boat. But that doesn't sound much smaller than an 88, but it is exponentially so.
Yeah, every 10 feet is another order of magnitude in volume.
Well, and just because of the tiered nature, you have several stories on your boat. So it's
three different levels on this boat.
Yeah.
That's something it's different seeing it in drawings and architectural stuff. In person, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, there's a picture floating around on Instagram of my wife sitting on the fin keel, and she disappears into the boat, and you can't actually see her. And it's just because to get the whole boat in the shot, I have to be so far away,
right.
And then there's this tiny little human.
Yeah, it's a good photo, and it gives the boat scale. It probably isn't doing it justice right now, just because of the lens angle. But yeah, it's a big boat.
But yeah, we're super happy with everything that's happened.
What were your impressions? You guys have just seen the boat for the first time in years. Been working on this project. What were your impressions when you guys saw the boat?
She did actually film that, and I had no idea. She is
Jamie's
my wife off
camera.
Getting a frame of reference. That's the whole thing.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Maybe we should walk around the front to really blow your mind, huh?
It's a really hard moment to describe because we've studied this and analyzed this through images and paperwork, and then we have our captain here 2 months in advance and sent him in to do a whole bunch of other things that we were asking for. And to walk through the boat, it was impressive but strangely familiar.
Right.
And I just don't know how to describe that. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody, but I just don't know how to describe that adequately.
Yeah.
It was impressive, it was terrifying, but strangely familiar at the same time.
Is it all exciting as well?
Exciting is the base kind of word that has overlapped this project for the past 4.5 years.
Yeah. Yeah, we're only a couple of months now from going into the water and seeing it finished, which would be pretty exciting.
Yeah, we don't even have words, because when Jamie and I were talking earlier, we had all of these plans. We had life get in the way. We ended up going to a wedding in Tasmania, and then from there we jumped off to here. And we kept saying back and forth to each other, okay, we get there and we get this boat, and now what?
Right.
Like, what do we do now?
Yeah.
Where do we go? How do we deal with this?
Yeah.
So it's a really exciting moment, but there's still a lot of unknown out there for us,
Right.
just in our lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much so. And what about coming to Xiamen? Have you found that an adventure in itself?
Coming to Xiamen has been a phenomenal opportunity. Living where we live here, it's been, with the help from HH Catamarans, it's been easy to integrate into local China life, and it's so comfortable. Like, I never ever would have thought I would be out at a social event in China.
Yeah. With expats. And
With
other
expats,
yeah.
period. Like,
Yeah.
at a social event in China, regardless of who it was. But
Yeah.
that's been a great opportunity. And the city is beautiful. There's running trails, there's walking, there's anything you could possibly want is actually here.
Right.
That was an unknown for us when we came out here.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm enjoying it as well. Yeah. It's an adventure to be here and to see this facility. For me, even the facility, this is the number 5 construction hangar, and it's enormous. So it's pretty cool to see it all.
Yeah. Have you spent a lot of time walking around the factory?
Yeah. Well, for the last couple of days, yes.
So you only have a few more left here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it is a incredible facility that's here, and the detail that you guys go into in all of your different rooms is fascinating. And
Yeah, and I've been most impressed with the furniture work, because that is true. For me, I can't do that. I'm not a woodworker, and to build the type of furniture, not only in your boat, but all of our boats, the quality of the woodworking really surprises me. And that's what a lot of people come on our boats, they witness at boat shows, is you really walk on, and that's hard for most boat builders to obtain, I think, is that quality. So
I think it's a general quality thing. You guys don't let anything slip. You're not happy unless it's perfect. And regardless of it being the woodwork, the paint, the teak,
yeah,
the decking, anything, it's just has to be right the first time. Well, maybe not the first time, but it has to be right
Yes,
before it
correct.
gets turned over.
Yeah, we try not to make mistakes, but they happen, right?
It's inevitable.
And I'm glad to hear that we have a team that will keep doing it until it's right.
Yeah, absolutely. So you just mentioned you're not a woodworker. What
No.
is your actual role here? What?
Yeah, so
why
as
are we
president,
standing here talking?
As president, I'm not a woodworker. I'd love to have that skill, actually. I'm president, but on it's still a small company. It's a family-owned company by Hudson Wang.
I don't think it's a small company. You have 24 boats under construction right now.
We're a decent-sized semi-custom boat builder.
And wait, hold on. You have a second factory opening up somewhere else?
We've had a good run recently. Yes.
Okay.
But more about my background. I do come from a big corporate background. So I used to work for publicly traded $5 billion net worth corporations, and that's a very different type of organization. But I think by hiring me, they are trying to bring a little bit of that corporate professionalism to the organization. Obviously, I'm going to be helping with sales and marketing. My first career really was in marketing. And as we've been talking about, there's so many great stories to tell, and marketing is really all about storytelling. And how do you tell those stories and get out what you're excited about? And hopefully, the company you work for, you are excited about the products that we're building. And I couldn't be more excited to be here. I'm like a kid in a candy shop.
Yeah, at least most of my viewers would be a kid in a candy store here.
Yeah.
It's a strange thing. It's a strange opportunity to be able to come into a yard like this and just be totally blown away.
Yeah, and Paul Hakes is one of our co-founders and CEO and builder. He's a kid in a candy shop as well. I mean, this is a boat builder's dream, to have a shed with gantry cranes this high, and the furniture makers and the carbon construction expertise, and partnering with Morelli and Melvin. I mean, there really kind of has been no expense spared in trying to build the best cruising boat possible. And so if you're a builder or you're a marketer or you're a salesperson, that's a very easy story to talk to. And that's
walking around the boat, it's evident.
Yeah.
This isn't your first time. It is your first time on the 88, but walking around the boat, it's evident that it's not HH's first time building
right.
quality.
Right. And that's what they've always set out to do. And to the company's credit and Paul and Hudson's credit, they really spare no expense to try to build that. That's what they're trying to differentiate themselves as, is HH really is going to sit on the very top end of the market. And so if you get what you pay for. You can buy a cheaper boat, or a smaller boat, or a boat that isn't going to perform as well, or a boat that isn't going to look as nice.
What was the phrase you used earlier?
Condomaran.
Got it. Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with that. That is, if you're a coastal cruiser and you're just going to go between Florida and the Bahamas, maybe that type of a boat, I'm not going to name any brands, but that type of a boat is a perfect boat for you, because you can save a lot of money and it's not going to go see rough weather. You're only going to go out when it's nice. You're not going to go around the world. But you guys, you're going to take this to Alaska and cold water climes and
multiple laps, we think.
Right. And so if you want that, you need a very different type of boat. You need a boat that can sail upwind. You need a boat that can sail in rough weather and rough conditions and get you out.
So you use Condomaran, I say sometimes disposable boats.
Well, there's that as well. That's another category. Because you can have a Condomaran that's a nice, well-built boat.
Yeah.
It can be a blue water capable boat. But and that's what I love about yacht design, is as you make the hulls wider to fit more space, and the bows themselves become more plow-like and less knife-like. Mm-hmm. The efficiencies change, and if that's not important, if sailing performance and efficiency through the water and the sailing motion isn't important, you can make a lot more space, and it can be a more comfortable house on the water, but it becomes a houseboat. And so there's a spectrum, and there's no wrong or right answer to what is better. It really depends on the owner and what they want and how they're going to use the boat.
I agree, but that's again why we went with HH, because it was custom. It was what we wanted throughout the design. Not quite just the size of it, that kind of evolved over a whole story, but to get all the features that we wanted to support a life on the water, support the lifestyle that we wanted on the water, was a feat, and we couldn't be happier. We're just ready to get out there.
Yeah, I know, right? Just hurry up, hurry things up. No, we're excited for you too. I mean, it's going to be a hectic day, a little bit of nail biting, trying to move the boat. How many tons did you say it was?
60 tons is the anticipated launch weight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a heavy boat. So I know there's been an enormous amount of engineering that went just into the cradle to move the boat.
Yeah, there's about 30 drawings in one of the other offices here that specify. Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, there's a lot that goes into building a boat like this. Even just launching it is a feat. But yeah, we are definitely looking forward to seeing your boat in the water and going for a test sail.
We can't wait either. I just wanted to thank you for giving us your time today. I know you're a busy guy, and I believe you're on a lap around the world to do different boat shows with
I am at the moment. Yeah, it
HH.
sounds crazy, but yes. No problem. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for your stop into China to take the time from us, take time with us.
No problem.
And look forward to seeing you soon.
Anytime.
Much
it's been great
appreciated.
to see you. Thanks, Sean.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that episode. And if you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share. One small click from you goes a long way for us. And stay tuned for more frequent progress on this right here. Thanks for watching.